Hey, this is Ryan Finch with First Class Real Estate and the Ryan Finch Real Estate team. I wanted to talk to you about something today about target market. So whether you are a real estate agent looking to sell properties or you're a homeowner that's looking to sell properties and you're gonna go sit down with a real estate agent, this isn't something they teach in class. So I've just learned it over the years and I wanted to share with you guys and see if it can be advantageous to you to think of or use when you're selling a property. So what happens is when you're going to go sell a property, you have to figure out who is going to be the buyer of your property in order to price it. So a lot of times you'll find on the market is a property that is disgusting, it's dirty, you can't move into it, the cabinets are from 1905, whatever that's going to be, and they say, hey, but the comps in the area say I can sell it at 200, so they put it on the market at 200. Well, what you're going to find is that property is going to sit there until the right target market is going to buy it. So I just want to go over what those things are going to look like for you so you can picture a property. So you take a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Virginia Beach, and it's got a price where it comps out with all new kitchen cabinets, bathrooms, everything. It says, hey, it's going to sell $200,000. The person who's going to buy that is not normally going to be a cash buyer. So if you're looking for that, that's not the normal case. The person who's going to pay $200,000 for that property is going to use a VA or a FHA loan where they can get 100% financing or low down payment. Now you're going to say, well, wait a minute. Why would the next person down below or the conventional loan pay $190? Well, that's going to be a different condition property. Now, not that somebody can't come in with a conventional loan and buy your $200,000 house, but in most cases, the $190 is where it needs a new kitchen or maybe it needs a new roof or it doesn't have a stove or something that doesn't qualify for VA or FHA financing. They can buy it now with a conventional loan, but because they've got to do those repairs and whatnot, they're going to go ahead and pay a little bit less. So now you're going down. This is where a lot of people get tied up on the 2 or 3K. That's where you're going to go buy a property and you're going to take the money and you're going to go put it into, sorry, the K is messed up here. There we go. You're gonna buy a property and do the rehab yourself. So you're gonna buy it for $180,000, put $20,000 into rehab, and now it's worth $200,000. Most people aren't gonna do that. The person who qualifies for a $200,000 loan with an FHA loan, which 2 or 3K is normally an FHA loan as well, they're gonna go in and just pay the $200,000 and buy the home that's already repaired. So when people try and sell their home at 180 without doing the work to it, it normally doesn't sell. Now they happen every now and then, but people will try and pay less and less for the property, which then brings you down. This gives you a window from where this 2 or 3K starts to where an investor is gonna buy it to rent it. So an investor will go in and buy this property at $150,000 if they're gonna rent it. So they're gonna use their cash and they're gonna buy it and they just wanna get a good rate of return and they want a safe property that obviously has some equity, but they don't need as much equity because they're not looking to sell it right now. So then the next one below that is another investor with cash. So they're gonna buy the property for $135,000, put about $25,000 in the repairs, and then they're gonna resell it to this new VA or FHA buyer to make a profit on their money, all right? Now, the next part down is an investor with a loan. So this person is going to pay a little bit less because they've got to take into consideration carrying costs and what it's going to cost them to borrow money from the bank or somewhere else. And so that money is going to go into to a loss for you on your sale of your property. Then the last one is an investor that does hard money. So a lot of people, they do flipping and the construction side of it, so they find the properties and they fix them up and they sell them. But what they don't have is they don't have the capital saved up to pay the full $125 for the property plus pay for the repairs and then be able to sell it at $200. So they borrow money. But when they borrow money, they have to borrow and they have to pay on the money. So they're going to pay, they've already got the cost of a loan, plus they've got money to borrow money. So they'll pay anywhere from 3 to 5 points on the money. So for every $100,000, they're gonna pay $3,000 to $5,000 more dollars. Well, that just goes into the purchase of where they're gonna buy it. They're not gonna add on to the sales price because the value is what it is. They're going to be right here. So when you're looking at selling your property, you're trying to figure out where you're gonna fit in this. You may do the extra repairs to get this, or to try and sell it at the 180 because you're going to realize you're going to drop down to 150 looking for that investor that's buying a rental. The other problem is this number, while these are normal numbers, when you're looking at an investor to buy on a rent, percentage-wise, it's going to go to a $75,000 purchase price to 150 versus 150 to 200. So these numbers are going to change. So anyway, that's all I got. Just want to share that with you. That's your target market when you're looking to sell your property.